Welcome Galactic family, believe in yourself. The world may seem to be disintegrating at this time. Your personal world does not need to reflect this, however, and in fact, this is an excellent time to create more momentum and inner peace. Read on 4 tips on how to do this, as well as information on the current energies that support advancement. Power factors. Optimism and courage may be easier to access now with the Sun/Jupiter conjunction. Use this beneficial alignment to take constructive steps you have been putting off and to experience new things. Use it to overcome your fears, too, including this terrible little voice in your head that prevents you from directly dealing with problems in a fundamental relationship. Highlights in relationships. Relationships of all kinds are getting a big highlight this year. During certain energy cycles, you'll notice this more, but you're really in the background all the time. DNA ancestor old patterns, very old, involving relationships are now being brought up to be healed and transformed. This is affecting everyone. Since this includes you and all those with whom you have relationships, use these times to put a focus on yourself and the most important relationships. Relationships for review may include a romantic partner, a friend, a family member, or business colleague. When one of these relationships becomes obsolete, it loses its vitality. Obsolete energy not only affects you and the other person, but your interactions with other people. Old-fashioned or dysfunctional energy can be ignored, but it stays there in the energy field. Impact on the transformation of an important relationship. As you begin to transform a key relationship, your energy field changes. You then transmit a higher energy. This affects many types of interactions you have, including with new people you know. Different and more positive results are then possible, with their high energy being received differently. Your altered energy can bring you more abundance and more opportunity to shine your light on the world. How to begin? I suggest you use our current energies to explore a fundamental relationship. A good place to start is to stay still and internalize. Put your intention to discover deeper levels of issues involving relationships. Accept the fact that there is something new to discover, beyond what you already know. Consider that you might have overlooked important information, or maybe you never asked for something that needed to be asked for. Know that it is very likely that your paralyzed relationship can be traced back to ancestral DNA level patterns hidden in your subconscious. Be open to the idea that even a long-standing problem that you have not been able to deal with directly can now be addressed. Trust this. If it seems scary to investigate a relationship that you feel lacking in vitality, consider the alternatives. Yes, you could pretend that everything is fine, or just not worth the trouble to complicate the situation. You could mentally hide the problem with your mind, convincing yourself that you are not bothered by dysfunction. Yes, you could lie to yourself, but your divine self knows that this is not authentic. This wise part of you knows that you thrive and fulfill your purpose when you dare to be authentic. Now, this means to internalize more for what is happening in your life. Relationships are an integral part of this. Getting in on the events of life can be challenging, however, it is very gratifying when you discover things you could not see before. Since the current energies support this deep dive, why not do it and see what you find?